Hold on. Don't be so down. We have the last one's a funny one.
I mean, it is on to a certain extent, but at the same time, a bunch of people are probably going to lose their jobs over this.
They already have before the game came out.
I mean, hey, you know, fair enough. Can't argue with that.
Next story. Sony, we didn't cover this because, well, actually, I think we did because we mentioned briefly the Summer Games Fest. In the Summer Games Fest, they announced a game that they spent 8 years working on with the hero shooter known as Concord. And this was
One of the greatest video games of all time.
The greatest video
Concord.
game, so good that 6 months before it came out, literally no one cared because they showed off 3 minutes of Astro's Playroom or whatever, and everyone liked that inherently more.
Yes.
Which is not a good sign for a game that you spent 8 years making. So, 8 years making. All right. Millions upon millions of dollars. I think like there was a rumor $100 million was put into this game.
That's an expensive game.
Expensive game. They shut down Sony Japan to put more of its employees into other places like Concord. It came out.
When did it come out?
It came out. Hold on, let me get the date. Let me get the
Release date?
date.
Do we have an official release date for Concord?
Concord release date. My apologies, everyone.
August 23rd. So it hasn't even been out a month as of we're recording.
As of we're recording this. And as of this came out by the Variety on September 3rd, so this is probably a day or two behind. So let's be generous and say September 1st or 2nd.
Yeah.
7 days, 1 week. PlayStation then announced they're shutting it down the week after.
And when we say shutting down, we mean shutting down.
They delisted it.
Yep. You can't buy it anymore.
Apologized for it.
The servers are no longer up, right?
Nope, the servers, there are now 70 people who have the Platinum Trophy for this because apparently from what I have gathered, the last week of Concord was everyone killing themselves to grind and boost XP to get the highest rank possible to get the Platinum Achievement.
So that's funny.
So the game was completely unplayable if you wanted to have a legitimate match before, right? And
okay, but like, who actually wanted a legitimate match in this game at that point?
We're not. That's beside the point. That's beside the point. You know, I remember someone said that I think DC Universe Online just gotten a new expansion, and someone wrote, "How is this still alive but Concord isn't?"
I didn't even know DC Universe is still going.
Yeah, actually, I think the Marvel counterpart was supposed to keep going.
What was the Marvel counterpart?
I think it was called like Marvel something. It was its own MMO, and the only reason it stopped is because Disney didn't want to pay the old employees, so they shut it down a couple days after they just released a Venom expansion.
Gotcha.
But besides the point. So yeah, so it's gone. You can't buy it. There's physical copies of this too.
Yeah,
and
it's
now a waste of plastic.
How much do you think they're charging for physical copies?
All right, hold on. Concord.
Like anything over $10 is highway robbery.
Okay, on Amazon. Let's look. It is not on sale on Amazon or by a third party. Okay, hold on. Let's go to eBay. eBay. The lowest one here is $85.
85?
A lot of 20 of them for $3,000.
Oh my god. 3? Oh, that's 20 copies though.
Yeah, 20 copies.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. This copy is pulled from shelves, $200.
Oh my god.
Guys, pro tip: you literally cannot play this game. It was an online-only game. You will literally be able to install it, and then you'll hit press start.
And do literally nothing.
Yeah, you'll get an error screen, and that's it.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So. Yeah. It
okay, but it would be kind of funny to spend almost $3,000 on 20 copies of Concord. That would be kind of funny.
That would be
If
fun.
I had that kind of disposable income, I would do it just to say I did, just for the bit.
Now, we have to like talk about how this is just the state of the industry. This is the not fun part.
Yeah.
This is, you may go like, this is the cause of this is what happens to games that are in development. It wasn't. The standard AAA business model, it takes 8 years to make a game at this point, on this level. 8 to 10 years. Suicide Squad also had this. That took about 8 years. Every AAA game takes about 8 years. This is not good for the industry.
It's not conducive to like making money, basically, as we can clearly see.
They bought Bungie to help out with this. They shut down PlayStation Japan, which made things like Parappa the Rapper and a bunch of other famous IPs. Like, all of studio, like Gravity Rush could have had a third game, but it's axed now because the studio's gone. Sony just reaped the IPs, shut down the studio, and sent them off into different places. And we know this because Astrobot was made by some of the people in that studio. And everyone liked that game. It did not cost as much as Concord. It took less time to make as Concord. And right now is selling incredibly well. There are some people saying Derwoke killed it.
Of course.
Because women do not look like supermodel. Of course.
Or just woman in video game.
Woman in video game.
You can't forget that.
Or person with not white skin. Even though I'm looking at a dude who's literally goddamn blue. Now, but that's not it. I mean, yeah, is the game ugly looking? Yeah. Does the game look boring? Yeah.
Do any of the character designs feel memorable in the least? No. I can't remember who said it, but I saw some reviewers say like every single playable character in Concord looked like background characters in like a Star Wars video game. In a mid-tier Star Wars video game.
Yeah, and it's all, and like, the reason they look like that isn't because of any reason. It's because this game took 8 years to make, has a rumored budget of $70 million to $100 million. So why would they ever try to be adventurous or risky with literally anything? If $70 million is going into this, why would they even bother trying to make a good art style, impressive character designs? Because what if, I don't know, the art style looks weird and off-putting, like let's say Hi-Fi Rush is off-putting to someone. Why would they sink $100 million into Hi-Fi Rush? There's a slight chance it looks off-putting to you at a glance for 5 seconds. Everything is so sanitized because they believe that live service shooters that look incredibly bland or rip off Fortnite and Overwatch's bland Pixar-esque art style is the thing that makes money. And that's all they're going to keep doing. And you would hope that this is a lesson to Sony, but the issue is, and I'm going to guarantee you, it's not. The employees are going to suffer for this.
Yeah, for sure.
The employees are going to suffer. The CEO is going to face zero flack. Nothing. And people are going to get fired who spent 8 years making this. Imagine you spent something for 8 years and then it got deleted in 2 weeks. And I'm going to guarantee you most of these people, a good chunk of them did not want to make Concord. Much like Redfall, I feel like at a certain point, this was no one's creative vision other than an investor's vision.
Yeah. Everything about it just screams corporate.
Like, this is all corporate investor core. Can that be the new TikTok trend, like saying something's investment core?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
We should just make a TikTok. And
Yeah.
We should make that a thing.
And we find some like obvious industry plant pop star, and that's the TikTok song we get big.
Yes.
So basically, all TikTok songs that get famous only on TikTok. Now, sorry, I'm being mean. I'm sorry, TikTok.
I'm not.
Yeah, and the really funny thing is there's two funny outcomes now. Is that there's this Amazon TV show
Oh.
that's gonna have episodes about video games.
Yeah.
And they're making one about Concord. Totally not paid for advertisement instead of a naturally made artist thing. That hasn't been canceled yet, by the way.
I don't know what they're gonna do with that.
That episode's still coming out, apparently. There's merch for Concord that hasn't been taken down. And the really weird thing is that apparently licenses for the review copy of the game have been being revoked. Yeah, Sony deletes it off your so you can't even read-down, even though it's offline.
Yeah.
It's been offline. This is a recent thing. This happened like I want to say like a week ago. But after the game shut down, a couple reviewers just got messages stating, "We have revoked your review copy. You may not re-download this again." And basically just deleted it from existence.
Okay.
This is nothing. This whole situation
Wow.
is giving me the ick. This is a not good kind of situation.
Oh, sorry, you're just full of bad decisions this month.
This year, yeah.
This year. Sorry.
This year.
Yeah, my bad.
We're not catching any dubs.
No.
At all.
No.